Yo, Tripolar Bear. GGG is introducing some battle pass type system, and I want to talk about it with you guys, kind of get your thoughts and kind of get my thoughts out there. Honestly, I've been kind of thinking of GGG needing to have some sort of system like this for a little bit. Some expansion onto the challenges I think would be really cool to kind of get players to play the game a little bit longer into the league, have some extra bonuses and whatnot. I didn't expect it to kind of come in this format, and there are some things that I kind of don't like about it and some things I really do. So let's start with the good stuff right away. I think it's really neat that the Battle Pass isn't just like boots and gloves or something like that, right? Like where it's kind of just like a full set of MTX or something in the end, or like a few cool ones, right? It's tied to the unique items, and that's something that's pretty new, right? This is some pretty cool stuff. I really like that Dying Sun is like changing all of your projectile stuff to be celestial. I think that's really cute. And it's nice that it's not either like a glove, a boot, like an armor thing, or a skill MTX, because sometimes you're playing a skill and it's going to go out of flavor and you're not going to play it for a while, right? If you buy like a Fireball MTX, right? We all have the Dragon one from Vol Fireball back in the day, and you don't really get to use that kind of too much. But with this stuff, you have like Dying Sun, right? And you have like a Aegis, right? A little shield thing. It's tied to a skill, but you're more likely to use Tempest Shield with some other things. And then it's tied to like uniques. And these are uniques that are end game kind of juicer stuff. But it's things a lot of people are going to use, right? A Watcher Eye, Dying Sun, Paradoxica, Bottled Faith, and Headhunter. These are really cute. I think it's really cool. The one thing I'm worried about with Headhunter is like lagging, or Paradoxica, maybe weird things happening. Bottled Faith seems really cool, maybe a little laggy if you spam it or something like that. But I think it's really cute. I think these are overall pretty cool. The one thing I don't like, and we'll get into some bad stuff, is going to be, I understand why they do it, but I don't like the time gating. So if you read through the Q&A, and I understand, but if you don't get this in Arch Nemesis, you can't get it next league. So the pass is only purchasable during this league, and these are exclusive to this pass, right? And so if you are off playing Lost Ark, or you didn't want to do this league for one reason or another, or you can't, you lose access to the pass, and you're not going to be able to, you're right? Like you have to full clear. You have to buy this, and you have to full clear the Atlas just about, right? Which pretty much means you're doing every map except Doriani's Mechanarium or whatever, which is exactly where I'm at with my Atlas, honestly. Because it's like a 2 Exile map, right? So that's nice. They didn't make it 118. Right, but if you're not playing this one, you played for 4 days, you didn't fully complete your Atlas, and you don't really want to come back, then you're kind of missing out on a lot of this, and I understand why they do this. It's like the FOMO thing, right? They kind of have to force you to buy something and come back and play the video game. I completely understand from like a business perspective. It just kind of sucks, right? And especially if we get people who just start playing, it's going to be like, oh, what's that thing? Like, what is that? Why is your flask look weird? And it's going to be like, oh, this was something I bought like 2 years ago. Like, you can't get this anymore. And then it's just going to be like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know. It kind of sucks, right? I don't like it, but maybe this is something that could be up to changing, or maybe, right? Like maybe this is just the absolute highest monetization that they could just like juice out of everyone, without having too many bad things, but also, still making money off of it, right? There has to be some stipulations there. Like, I kind of get it. It just like, I don't know, it kind of sucks. It would be cool if you could get the battle pass from previous leagues, if you wanted to like buy something like that, because I could see like maybe some of them, might be really cool, or you might want the Bottled Faith thing for, some red aesthetic character, or you might want the Mjolnir thing for when you actually play a Mjolnir build for real, definitely this time. I don't know. So that's the one really bad thing. And then it's $30, and initially I was like, damn, $30? But then you do kind of get like 6 skins, and a lot of them do really change your stuff. I think Dying Sun, making all your projectile things celestial, is like really neat. The gloves for Hands of the High Templar are kind of cool. You make them corrupted, and then they get redder. Like these are pretty in depth, right? They add like a lot of extra little flavor, and you do get a lot of like really unique ones. Like Paradoxica, you get like a sword floating by you. Mjolnir is adding an extra MTX and all this. headhunter popping open the heads, right? That's kind of cool. All right, I get it. And there's like what? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these things here, right? Like you do kind of get a lot out of it. So I do understand that. And it's, my jerk reaction was like, whoa, but now it's like, it's POE, right? Our armor sets are like $60 or whatever it is, right? It's like $40, $60 for an armor set. So a $30 battle pass, and you do get some pretty decent stuff. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's like not too bad. I wish, and there's a lot of I wish, right? I'm just greedy. But with other battle pass systems, not from every battle pass system, but a lot of them, there's like a free component to it, and where you can buy a battle pass once, and if you go through all of the rewards or you do something extra, go above and beyond, you can kind of get the next one for free. I was kind of hoping for something like that with this system, but they have the challenges, which are the free MTX, and now they have the Vault Pass or the Battle Pass, which is the paid for Battle Pass. You're paying for MTX practically, and you get extra value. I think compared to many other MTX in the game, you get a lot of extra value out of this one because you have to play to unlock this stuff. You can't just buy it. I just know for other games there are some way to get the paid battle pass. If you play enough, you could get it for free in the very next league. But I get why they don't do that, because then you lose a bunch of money. It's just like little things like that. I'm just really greedy, right? I see it in I know my brother always talked about it in Fortnite, right? Like you grind a lot and it keeps a lot of players playing that game, right? Maybe you're not a fan of Fortnite, but I think that battle pass system is really healthy for the game. Because you're keeping so many people playing the game all the time, right? And I think for theirs, it's like locked behind weekly segments and stuff. So you have to like come back, for a week. I don't think that's necessarily for POE, but it's something where you can kind of like incentivize people to play a lot more and get some more rewards out of it. Because completing your Atlas, for some people, that may be a really big deal. But, it's kind of something that's almost expected once you start to get into the end game, right? You just do all of your maps and then you do all the random unique ones, right? You do your legally Maokun and Wakatuki Taru or whatever, right? These are all things that we just do once a league. You get them done right away or a little bit later on. And then especially now you're getting all the Atlas passives and whatnot. So I feel like there's not really an incentive to keep players playing for longer, which is kind of what I was looking for in a battle pass. Just to keep the player base there, it keeps the economy a little fresher. I'm not saying like some artificial extension, but like have things that are rewarding, right? Make it compelling to keep the players around. I don't think like Atlas completion is really keeping a lot of people around, right? Whereas maybe like being able to have some longer extended goal, I don't even know what it would be, right? It would just be an extension of challenges, but maybe not so grindy, like an end game grind kind of thing. I'm not really sure. I think for the very first battle pass they've done, I think this is a pretty good one. For my closing thoughts here, as far as first tries, I think this one's pretty good. I like it. I probably have to get it. I'm Mr. Broadcaster, right? So I have to get it right for Bottle Fate, Headhunter, Dying Sun, and all this. It would be cringe. Okay, dies of cringe if I don't get the battle pass as a Mr. Broadcaster. But let me know how you guys are thinking about this. I imagine most people are gonna get it out of some FOMO kind of thing, even if you don't really get to this level of juice. Maybe you don't get a Headhunter. Some of these items you might want to use later on, right? You're going to have these be a goal that you have a build that will use these, or you'll get enough currency to use these, hopefully by doing the poor strats, okay? But I don't know, the FOMO, it's like, it's a dirty taste in my mouth. I don't know. I really hate the FOMO stuff. I think it kind of just like sours things, but again, I completely understand. Anyways, that's my thoughts on the battle pass. Let me know what you think. I'll catch you guys later. All right, peace.